Hey everybody, we have a very special guest with us today, Mr. Anthony Varrecchia. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
How are you doing? You're looking so amazing.
Thank you.
So you guys probably know this very famous influencer, model, businessman. How can we find you though, for those who don't?
Oh, you can Google my name, Anthony Varrecchia.
Yes.
Or Anthony.Varrecchia on Instagram.
On Instagram, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from originally?
I'm from New York City.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a native New Yorker, born and raised.
Yeah.
My whole career and my college years were in Manhattan, so really I spent the last 40 years in New York City. And then I met my partner, and I moved to Washington, D.C.
Okay.
So he took me out of New York, and now I'm in D.C.
All right, well, let's take it back to New York first. Did New York, do you feel like that had anything to do with your love for fashion and modeling?
Totally, yes.
It was very impactful.
I've loved fashion since as long as I can remember. And being in New York, being exposed to fashion and cultures, fell in love with it.
That's amazing. So at which point did you realize, I want to pursue modeling, I want to pursue fashion? What was an event that made you?
Well, the thing is, I've worked as a graphic designer. I've worked in publishing for many years. So I've worked with magazines. I've helped hiring the models, putting the magazine together, and the photo shoots. And once, it happened accidentally. A friend said, my friend is a photographer. I would love him to photograph you with the gray hair, and my hair turned white. I said, sure, why not, for fun. He photographed me. I posted the image on social media, and it just snowballed. And people were reaching out to me to photograph because of the look of with the white hair and the beard. Because my hair used to be dark brown, and I didn't have a beard before. But now being older, that whole silver fox look, and little by little, each photographer was reaching out to me. I thought, okay, I'm getting pretty cool images. I kind of like this. And I was behind the scenes. Now I'm in front of the camera, and I think I kind of like this. So little by little, I thought, I'm building a portfolio, and I'm learning more, and I'm learning more, and I'm learning more what to do, and what not to do. And as time progressed, my images were getting better. I reached out to a few agencies, and I got signed, and little by little, I was getting a little bit work. So, yeah, I think it's kind of cool. I love it.
That's really cool. Which agencies did you sign with? I
signed at first with Buchwald Agency, and they had gotten me a job with Stay Shore campaign. And I had 2 billboards in New York City.
Yeah.
And it's funny because my very first job as a graphic designer in Soho, and now there's a billboard 3 stories high in Soho. And I thought that was the coolest thing.
That's amazing. Yeah. That must have felt surreal.
It was really cool. And then a magazine from the UK called Attitude, they got in touch with me. And this was in 2018, and they did a 5-page spread, a feature on me, and I thought that was amazing. And, you know, little by little things are happening, but I like it. I think it's kind of cool. And at this age, you can do anything you want to do, as long as you have the passion for it.
I love that. Well, you look like you're 27, so other than the silver, which is really in style right now. So tell me, what are some challenges that you bumped into during your modeling career? Because I know there are a lot of models out there who are thinking about pursuing this, and what should they be prepared for?
Well, there are a lot of people that look like me, a lot of silver models that look like me. So I never compare myself. When I went on a casting call, I would see 30 guys that look like me. I never felt threatened by anybody because I had my own look. Yeah, so there are a lot of silver models out there. As we get older, I'm finding that there is no age limit, but there is competition out there, definitely competition. So, but I don't let it upset me. If I get the job, great. If I don't, it goes to the next guy. And I know a lot of amazing silver models, and they're really nice guys, and they deserve the work.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What is your favorite project that you've worked on so far?
My favorite what?
Project. Like a campaign?
I actually have to say, aside from Stay Shore campaign, which I had the billboard in New York City, and on subway stations, Attitude magazine was ranked up there because I had a 5-page feature, and that was kind of incredible to me. And I also did a magazine cover for in Switzerland. Cool magazine in the Netherlands.
Okay.
So I shot with a photographer named Leon. So those are kind of really cool projects. Yeah.
That's very cool. Yeah. And tell us, what do you want your audience to remember you by? To always think of you and think of this particular message.
With my Instagram, let's say I'm going to start with my Instagram. When I created it, I want to inspire. I want to be creative. I just want to show you can do what you want to do. And I built up followers there. Yes. So never feel that you can't do it. I always want to inspire somebody to be creative. And like my current husband right now, I inspire him to be creative. And he is. He's a cool creative guy. I always say, you know what? Be creative, and he is. So I'm all about being creative.
I love that. And
whether it goes for your fashion, the way you think, the way you eat, everything that you do, be creative.
I love that. And your following is incredible. 190K. Tell us, what is the secret behind that?
To tell you the truth, 190K, I just do my thing. I try to think out of the box. I don't just take a photograph just to take one and post it. There's a thought process behind it. But I think working in fashion and working in the arts, I think with that mindset. So I try to think of how can I make this image interesting for other people. Listen, if I can make you smile and double click on it, I did my job.
That's true.
And it built followers over the years. Yeah.
That's incredible. Yeah. And do you keep up with any of your followers? Do you try to engage with them? Is it hard?
Yes, I do. I think it's also important not just to get the followers, but also to say a nice little note back or like something. If they comment, like it or acknowledge. It's not about just getting the followers, it's acknowledging them as well.
I love that.
And sometimes I'll even post something, I'll say, this is for you. Thank you for following me. I appreciate it. If I made you happy, if I made you smile, if I inspired you in any way, I did my job.
That's really sweet.
And people ask me, what can I do? And I try to give tips on what people can do to up their followers for whatever reason they want to do it. Yeah.
That's really cool. Are there any products that you stand behind or that you've even created over the years as you've been working with all these different designers and probably product representatives?
Well, in the beginning, I had lots of underwear sent to me. Get a lot of underwear, but I'm like, no more underwear. I had gotten skincare products sent to me. There's a company called Monarchy.
Monarchy?
What's the company? Monarchy, yes.
Monarchy.
They're in London. They reached out to me. They sent me a bunch of products, and they're amazing products. So I just recently photographed some of their hats and their carry bag. But they call me one of their influencers in America.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
the leather goods, the hats.
Amazing, yes. Yeah.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
You guys got to check it out. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us. We're so excited to see your photos. They were taken by Noel, and we want to keep seeing you shine.
Thank you very much.
It's only the beginning, huh?
Yes, it is only the beginning. I think there's, some people think that once their life is at a certain point, that's the end, but there's a whole other chapter to fulfill.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. It's never too late.
Never.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I hope you guys are enjoying all these amazing humans that we're bringing in front of you, such as Anthony. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.